Okay, guys, welcome back. If you're back, welcome. If you're new, thank you for being here and sharing your energy with me and being open to me. Trying something new if you're new to this, if you're new to me. Thank you for all of the things. This is a general reading for a collective. If it's you, it's you. If it's not, it's not. I don't like putting labels on it, and it'll come out in the message who it's for, typically who I'm speaking to. So I don't speak for a specific sign. I feel like there are plenty of readers out there who do. In the beginning, I was worried about how people would find me, or how they would identify if this is their video for them, if I didn't specifically call out like Pisces or Cancer or Leo or Aries, you know, like if I didn't put a label on it, how would people ever find me or know what's for them? And then I was like, well, I don't know, but I don't like putting labels on things. It was something I really, really struggled with. It's also why I waited so long to start a channel, because I didn't know how to structure readings and how to structure a YouTube channel without putting labels on it. Because our human brains really do like labels. Even I do. So I was like, well, if I'm searching for them in this way, and if I'm using them in this way, everyone else must be as well. But that's not how it works. People get led to things for lots of different reasons, and I have to trust that my guides are your guides, and our guides are guiding, and we're all going to get where we need to go, and we're all going to come in contact with all of the things and materials and whatever that we want to consume. Right? Nope, that's not how we're starting this. Actually, maybe we should, because I feel like I spend a lot of time. I'm going to do one of each of the oracles. This last time I took like 7, and it was a very clear and very specific message, so that was nice. But I'm trying to keep this one a little bit shorter. The last one was like 40-some minutes. I'm trying to start a Patreon. I'm also going to be going into one that's already existing. I'm going to teach natal chart content, how to identify your midheaven, why it's important, how to read your chart, why certain placements are not more important, but why certain placements are important and should be explored, what they all mean, and maybe even how to read them and monetize it if you want to, although I've only ever been paid to do like 3 readings. The rest I've done for free. So yes, that's another thing. If you want a reading with me and you don't think you can afford it, reach out to me in the comments, even if you want to. For now, that's still okay, because I don't have a ton. Like, it's not super hard for me to find them, because there aren't any, right? So if you're just one of one, it's easy to find. But I anticipate there's going to be a time where there's hundreds and thousands of comments, and I probably will have, at that point, structured it differently. But for now, leave me a comment, email. It's all in the description box. I know it's long, and I know it's tedious sometimes, because you think that they all say the same thing, but maybe they do. I don't know. But just read them. All the information that you need, I guarantee you, is down there. How to get a hold of me. Prices. What's not in there, though, is that I am open to bartering. If you provide a service and you are local to me, I'm in the Kansas City area. So if you are in the Kansas City or surrounding areas, I'm also going to be traveling a lot. So I might be coming to a city near you. But if you provide a service, lawn care, I need my fucking lawn mowed, because I let it get too long, and my battery-powered Ryobi will not cut this 4-foot grass that is seeding right now. So lawn care, leaf removal, landscaping. I would like to plant some plants. Plants I'm open to. Tarot decks. Like, if you have something that you want to gift me, most likely I will be open to it, because I can find a use for just about anything and everything. So if you want a reading but don't necessarily have the money for it right now, or it's not a priority, that's okay. That's a thing. We could have the money but we don't. It's not what we want to spend it on, but you still want a reading. Maybe you want some more clarity. For now, I am open to bartering. Again. Alright, I'm going to do just one off the top. Rider. Again. God damn. I want to get some different cards. This is kind of like the Fool. It's number 1. The very first card out of the deck. The very first card in the deck. Sorry. It is initiation. It's riding. It is jumping on your magic carpet and taking a leap of faith. It's stepping off a cliff and hoping that your magic carpet catches you, actually. But it always does. And if it doesn't, oh well. I mean, then you, on to the next life, on to the next thing. There literally isn't anything to be afraid of. Not even judgment. Other people's judgments. Who the fuck cares? They're looking at you through their lens, through their filter, and it's not always the greatest. Their experiences mold it. Not everybody has loving, caring, emotionally fulfilling, emotionally stable filters, experiences to build their filters around, right? Some of us do the work, even if we don't have those experiences, we do the work to change our filter because we know that we're seeing things through that same filter. So what we're projecting onto people is also what we are holding for ourselves. Oh, oh, they're using the boxes. So my neighbor, I've talked about this in several videos, but I'm going to keep talking about them because I love them so much. That's Idris. Idris is laying in the little kitty beds. I made them some kitty beds because they like to lay under this tree and under this brush that's, yeah, it's right here. This is a window right here. They're laying literally right here. So I put a little drawer that I had from an old dresser that I had painted, and I didn't know what I was going to do with it. I was using it for storage for my like grandma's antiques and stuff that I got last summer. And so then I just stuck it under my deck. Again, for storage, because I had nowhere else to put it. I didn't want to put it inside my house. I thought about making, because my kids and I really want a cat, so we're going to adopt a cat at some point. But until then, I would like to get all of the things I need for it first. Like, I want to get him an enclosed litter box that has like a scratching walkout thing, so he can keep all of his litter in an enclosed little space and not fling it. And I want to get specific kinds of litters, and I want to have a stockpile of food and flea and tick medicine and shit, so I can take really good care of him. Like, I want to get a pet and take care of it till the end of its life, basically. Like, I don't want to be ever in a situation where I have to get rid of a pet again, or rehome a pet, or leave a pet behind, or whether that's with an ex or whatever. Like, that shit fucking sucks. So I just want to, or have to rehome them because you don't have the money to fucking afford their flea and tick medicine. So they're bringing fleas into your house, and that's obviously not acceptable. Anyway, I just want to make sure I have everything set up and in place before I get the pet. I would also like to get some snakes. A rabbit, maybe. Maybe I'll have a rabbit farm for my snake. No, I'm just joking. I'm so sorry. That's not okay. I'll feed my snakes, mice, and rats. Not bunnies. Not bunnies. But yeah, these are all animals that I've thought about getting. But again, I would like to have all of the facilities and all of the things in place before I get one. So yeah, anyways. My neighbor, his driveway is literally my backyard. I don't have a backyard. I've got like a strip of bushes between my house and his driveway. So these cats, he's lived here for probably 40 years, and these cats have probably been here just as long, but they're his pets. He feeds them. I also feed them, and the possums, because the possums, just by proxy, I feed the cats, but the possums and the squirrels and the ants and the bugs and all that shit obviously get some too. But yeah, so they're not feral. They're just outdoor cats. And there's one, Anais I named her Anais Calico, and then Idris. But they sleep together down here. They like curl up with each other and they'll sleep, take naps during the day. Throughout the day, typically around 3-ish. So I put an old towel that had been like bleached and torn up and whatever else, and I like used it when I was dying, so it's tie-dyed and torn and bleached and just all of these things. So I stuck it in this old drawer, and I put it under this tree with a camping chair, because I like to lay in this camping chair because it's kind of like a hammock. So I tucked it in back by where they usually lay, and they're using them, and it's so cute. I've been waiting for them. I keep looking like, are they sleeping in it? No. Are they in it? No. Are they ever going to use it? Maybe not. But I look out there right now, and he's laying in it, just hanging out, and he looks so comfortable and cute. Oh my god. And Anais is just a cute little ball, snoozing. Oh, I love kitties so much. I've always really liked cats from afar. I never wanted a cat as a pet, though, because they scared me of how unpredictable they were. But I think that was probably just my energy when I was younger. I was just... And also, the cats of the people that I had experiences, because I didn't have experience with tons of cats, but the cats that I did have experience with as pets were kind of ornery and unpredictable. Like, they would swipe at my head when I would walk past the fridge, like hide and pounce on my face, like claw at my Achilles tendons when I walked by beds, like shit like that freaks me out. Or used to. Like, I don't really care anymore. I can see you. Try to get me if you want, but I can see you. But I also think it had to do with the owners that they had. Obviously, they weren't my pets, and the people that did own them were not necessarily great people, like family members that weren't necessarily like super loving and all of these things. And my best friend growing up, she lives in an apartment and kept their litter box in the bathroom, but they didn't clean it often. It was fucking disgusting, and their cat would like fling shit. I think that cat's name was even Clover. That's weird because we just had Clover come out. That could be your kitty's name. That's such a cute name for a cat. For any pet, actually. But even for a baby, oh, baby Clover, that's kind of sweet. Okay, anyway, so when you got out of the shower and you stepped out of the shower on the bath mat, it was just like covered with nasty ass kitty litter and hair. So they didn't take very good care of their cat, and their cat did not take very good care of them because it was mean as shit. That was the one that hid on top of the fridge, and when you walked by, it would swat at your fucking face. Like, claws fully extended, not in a playful manner, like in a demonic manner. But now looking back, it was because it didn't want to live in that house. It hated it. It was like, please take me away from here. Alright, what else? 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 Nothing? Switch decks? What do you mean nothing? You've been talking for 13 minutes already. You kook. Oh, I guess I could talk about what's come out. Judgment and the Magician. Judgment, we already talked about that. Don't let other people's judgments hold you back. Don't let what other people's filter and how they see you hold you back from doing what you want to do. Whether that's you're a bitch because you're telling them what to do, you're a cunt because you're not putting up with their bullshit anymore. Whatever their judgment is, this could also be actual judgment. Judgment Day. That's what? Death. When you go up and you're like, you were a terrible person. You go to hell. Or, you were a wonderful person. You go to heaven. Oh, whatever judgment that is. And then the Magician, which is Gemini energy. I think judgment is Libra. Or is that justice? I'm gonna say it's both because it's scales. So Libra energy, Gemini energy, heavy, heavy. Air again, guys. If you're an air sign, that makes sense. If you are wanting to harness more air, kudos to you, you're doing it, but you're harnessing all of it. Because you are the magician. You have all the tools. You have the wand, you have all the pentacles, you have all the water, love, and then you've got all the mental clarity and the thoughts and the ideas to execute it. You've got the passion, you've got the drive, you've got the resources, you've got the time, you've got the energy. Infinite. Look at his infinite resources. You see this infinity? He has infinite resources. Do you understand that? Source is your source. Source is your sugar daddy. Gives you whatever you want, whenever you want it. All you have to do is ask and then be open to receiving. Don't ask for it and then when it's delivered to be like, ugh, this is not what I wanted. I don't like it. If you ask for it and it shows up, but it shows up in overalls instead of a fucking tutu, princess, whatever, holding a gold platter of dildos, I don't know, whatever it is that you want. It shows up in overalls and work boots, and it's like, all right, bitch, let's go get what you asked for, let's go get it. And you're like, I'm good on that. I actually just, like, wanted it delivered to my door by a drone, please. Like, what? No. It's not how it works. Ask for what you want and then be open to it coming to you and be open to it not looking like you thought it would. The sun. Again, it was on the bottom of the deck and you saw me shuffling. If you didn't, you heard it. The sun. The magician, the sun, that's Leo, and justice. Didn't I just say Libra? Good God. Okay, so Leo, Libra, this is all major arcana. We have 4 cards out and they're all major arcana. That's kind of weird. This looks like Solange Knowles to me. I've never noticed that before. Or like kind of a Beyonce. Do you see her eyes? It looks like Solange to me. She's not a Libra. She and I have almost identical charts, actually. That's how I brag, because she's like incredible. And it used to be like Rihanna, because she's a Pisces. I'm a triple Pisces, but she's got a lot. She's got more Aries in her chart than anything. She's definitely an Aries. But I am as well, because I'm an Aries North Node. So Rihanna and I are a lot alike, and I will still claim that. But Solange and I think the only thing we have different is like one planet, and it's a pretty benign one. So, alright. I feel like I'm getting a lot of the same cards repetitively. But I am doing a lot of readings in one day, so we are in the same energy still. But the magician with the sun, justice with judgment, you could be getting a court settlement. You could be dealing with custody stuff, and it is going in your favor. The sun is returning. What's that song that I was singing the other day? Here comes the sun, little darling. Here comes the sun, do-do-do-do. It's alright. I don't know the actual words, but whatever. It's that. You have yielded your wand in such a way that it's parted the clouds for maybe a lot of people, and they're now seeing the sunshine, and their face is warming up, and they're defrosting, and it could be a Libra for you. You could have Leo, they could have Libra, and you've maybe kind of defrosted them and brought them back to life. You know how flies die in the winter and then they warm up in the sun? Not saying this person is a fly. I'm using it as an analogy because winter freezes things and it stunts and it pauses momentarily, and then in the spring it initiates that again, right? It initiates the growth process again. And obviously there are things that still grow in the wintertime when it's frozen underground, and potatoes and such, I think, are winter. But anyways, judgment and justice. So this is the 8th card. This is, wait, is that a 1? That's not right. Fool is, oh, okay, Fool is 0, and then 1. So yeah, this is the very first card. And the sun is 10? What is that, 15? I don't fucking know. I only did it to 10. I did a little guide, but I only did it to 10. So it would be 10 plus 6, 16. Is that right? Is that how that works? There's a 10 in the first, and then there's 6, right? Is that 6? No, X. Ugh. 9? 19 maybe? 19? I don't know. If you know, let me know in the comments and educate me, please, because there are some things that I don't know. I know it's hard to believe. But also, look at this. 1, 1, 11. 11s could be significant. 11, 11 could be significant. 1, 11 could be significant. 7, 11. I'm just joking. I mean, no, I'm not just joking. It could be significant to you. Don't joke about people's signs, Caitlin. Oh, another thing. I keep forgetting to do intros. I'm not good at it. I have a little bit of social anxiety. So if I don't, like, always engage and, like, say, introduce myself, like, hi, Caitlin, welcome back to XOXO K & Co. I'm Caitlin of the K. Co is my guides and my family and my support. I don't do that every time because I hate being redundant. I hate repeating myself. Hate it. Oh my god. So my son fell asleep. He's taking a nap, but the movie that is on, there was a video, I guess. It was like soothing music and they were just playing with toys, but now it's like a dinosaur like what the fuck? Literally, hold on. I gotta turn this off before it wakes him up. I'm gonna be real upset. Alright, I gotta finish this video. Oh my god, okay. Sorry. I feel like I have to end this now because we're already at 26 minutes, but I still only have 4 cards out. And who can talk for 26 minutes about 4 cards? But although I could probably talk for 26 minutes about 1 card, let's be honest. Alright, I'm going to try to get 4 more. I might just shuffle for a second and then just pull 4. Save time. I know not everyone wants to sit around for 30 minutes listening to stuff. And also I know you don't want to sit around for 10 minutes listening to me talk to my kids, teach them how to fold quesadillas to do in the toaster. Like, what? That's too many. Sorry, that's just too many. I said 4 also is my deck upside down? Yes, it is. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's why I don't like justice is on the bottom again. You could be getting a settlement. Justice could be coming your way. You could have gotten sick because you took a certain medication or you worked at a place and you got asbestos. I don't know. But you could have sued the company or been part of a class action lawsuit that maybe you didn't even know about. But yeah, judgment is coming your way and it looks like it's ending well. You are getting a settlement if the wheel is turning in your favor. Son of Pentacles, 7 of Wands again. Sorry, not again, 7 of Wands. The Sun already came out, and then 8, 9, 10 of Wands. 10 of Wands is kind of burdensome energy. And then the 7. So we've got 7 of Wands and 7 of Cups. Although 7 of Wands energy is energy of triumph and victory, and it's this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. It's dropping all of this, all of the extra shit, anyone else's burdens, shit that's too much for you to carry, shit that guilt that's holding you back, that's making you sick, could be causing illness, manifesting itself physically in your body. If you're having any issues with any part of your body, any ailments, back pain, headaches, cough, whatever it is, identify it and resolve it. Get to the core of the issue. If you're craving sweets, like if you can't stop eating sugar, that is an inclination that you're feeling very unsafe and ungrounded and unsure and unstable. So you might need to explore some childhood trauma healing, green chakra heart space healing. That could open up that area of your heart. The 7 of Cups, 7 could be significant, 7s could be significant because there's your twice already. But the 7 of Cups is kind of a deceptive, trickery, sneaky, just kind of shisty and shitty energy, like someone hiding something from you, but they come to light. Secrets always come to light, right? What's done in the nighttime, it doesn't stay night forever, unfortunately. I love the nighttime. No, I'm just joking. I love the sun too. So these 2 cards, this speaks to maybe dropping this energy, maybe releasing it. Maybe that's what you've been releasing with this new moon energy. You could be have felt like you're carrying too much, and you're going to let go of that. You're going to let go of the other people's judgment and the burden that causes and the illnesses that can cause. You're going to let go of the burden of judging other people, passing judgment on other people. If that is not your job, if you don't get paid to be the judge, why are you judging anybody? You could also be letting go, in addition to these, letting go of an energy that is deceptive. Maybe someone in your life is kind of deceptive. You've got the Magician, so you could be fucking with someone that's an actual magician and that they're trying to create like an illusion around you. You could just be dropping the, because again, you are the magician, right? It's not anybody else, let's be honest. So you're kind of dropping, the veil is getting even thinner and thinner and thinner. The more we evolve, the closer we get. And by the veil, I mean what separates the 2D, 3D, 4D, 5D, what separates the dimensions. There's like thin, sheer little layers of just, obviously it's more opaque for some don't even know it exists. Alright, I'm going to read about the Seven of Cups. Illusion, deception. The Seven of Cups is not the most welcome card. It indicates you'll face temptation in many aspects of your life, whether it's cheating for pleasure or for money. You'll soon realize you've been building a house of cards. You may feel as though you can't see clearly, can't judge right from wrong, judgment. Thus is the spell of the Seven of Cups. It's best to remove yourself for a while. Step back until you can see straight again. Yes, exactly. That also speaks to keeping to yourself. If you haven't done your healing work and you are still kind of, even unknowingly, if you are still attached to old traumas and you're still holding on to bitterness from old relationships, don't get into a new one, please. Don't involve other people in your healing process because they're just going to get hurt, even if it's unintentionally. And yes, sometimes they heal as well because you inspire them to heal, but you will inspire just as many people by not fucking with anyone while you're going through this. Whatever this is, your healing process, loving yourself, loving your parents, forgiving yourself, forgiving your parents, loving your kids, forgiving your kids, just loving and forgiving. Unconditional love and unconditional forgiveness. Now, when I say that, it's also forgiving people for yourself, not for them, not to release them of anything. That's their own shit, has nothing to do with you. You forgive people for yourself so you can move on and so you can live a happy, healthy, trauma free, if not, reduced, if not free. I mean, I would like to live a life that is free of trauma. I know that's not necessarily a human experience that is meant to be had, but why the fuck not? I feel like I've been through enough trauma that I'm good on that for now. My first 40 years, no, my first 30 years, 34-ish, almost 35 years have been pretty traumatic. So I'm good on that forever, I think. Okay, I think I'm going to leave it at that. I might get another fairy tale Lenormand because I actually really like these, but let's just get an overall. We had the Rider, which is the Fool card. It's number 1. Again, 11s could be significant to you. He's kind of looks like a magician energy. He's on a magic horse flying through above a palace. So you've kind of got the Magician twice. Big fire energy here, Leo. Again, Libra as well, Gemini. In the Garden again, 20. The Garden speaks to opening your heart and exploring that loving, tender part of you again, being childlike again, opening your garden to people who deserve it, obviously, not just anybody all willy-nilly, because they're just going to throw trash and rip out your flowers and take them home for their own good and piss on your trees and just do all kinds of reckless, ratchet-ass shit. But the people that you hold dear and who have earned it, who have shown you that they can do these things and that they hold you in high regard and they respect you and they cherish you and they're going to act in that way. They can say it all day, but if they say like, oh yeah. I read the rules of the garden. Yeah. I'll take my shoes off. I'll do all these things. And then they come in with a fucking wheelbarrow and a shovel and their work boots, and they're stomping all through your garden, digging up all the shit, your money trees that you've taken the time to plant and nourish, and they're just coming in and digging it all out. That's why you have to be careful with who you fuck with and fuck, right? Who you let into your lady garden. Be very discerning. The fuck? What? My computer just like clicked on an email by itself. Like, what are you doing? I said my phone, my computer, I think I meant to say. Alright, I think I'm going to leave it there. Just set your boundaries. And watch and focus on people's actions and not their words. Because they can say whatever they want. They can say what they want, what they think you want to hear. But watch how they act. When you're not around, mostly. When they think you're not watching. But obviously, I mean, when people think they're not being watched in the workplace, like, there are fucking cameras here. Our bosses can still see you. So if you're only working when one of them is physically here, standing next to you, watching you with their actual eyes, you're fucking up. And you're doing it wrong. Alright, guys, that is all I've got. Well, that's not all I've got, but I'm going to leave it at there because we're again at 40 minutes. But I'm probably just going to do a little marathon. I'm going to stop this and refuel and reset, and then I'm going to jump right back in. So if you're interested in that, stay tuned and stick around, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.